All right, Cappies. This is your yearly pre-cap instead of a recap. It's a pre-cap for the Cappies. It's a 2-year, 2018. Reduces to a 2. So that's all about balance, partnerships, cooperation, coming together, stability, balance. Did I say balance? So, and the strength of that balance. So, here's a couple of garnets, naturally faceted by nature. You can see the striations there. If the see, oh, look at that. So garnet, it's my birthstone, but very much the divine feminine energy coming in, the magnetic, really feeling in your body, okay? So returning to the temple of the body. This has like a little outie on there. Oh, try to get the fat. Yeah, see that. So anyway, yeah, that's the energy of the 2 beautiful garnets. It's just, I just need to show you a little bit more. These were like, you know, I think only $5 a piece. And you can see, you know, it's pretty big. Just trying to turn my thumbnail around there. So they're beautiful. This the energy of the garnet. It's natural beauty. Crafted by God. God, source creator. You're so very awesome. Alright, Capricorn. Let's get this, well, party. We'll see if it's going to be a party. Let's get it started, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm Capricorn, so January 15th, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Saturn just went into Capricorn, or it's going to be, or today, the 19th, I think it's supposed to go in today. And it's going to be there for the next 3 years in its home sign of Capricorn. So this is all about what have you learned. This is, you know, tests are just to make sure that we've retained important information that we need, okay, to keep growing and learning and moving forward on our path, achieving higher and higher levels of self, okay, through our relationship with our Creator. And I'm going to do, as far as the cards, 6 and 6, so we'll do one for each month, unless more come out. We'll see how it goes and flows. That's how we do over here. We just flow in truth and spirit, however the cards want to present themselves, and always calling on the highest of benevolence to assist us, God's messengers and angels and assistants. Tuning in with your own energy, the energy of Earth, Gaia, Ki. Excuse me. It's a little early still. It's like 6:30 something a.m. So if you hear buses and it's you want to keep sticking. It's Tuesday morning, school day and stuff, so the buses are starting to run and all that, so I'm right next to a window. I keep wanting to stick, huh? Alright. The window's closed. Window closed, heater on. Yeah, Capricorn. Cold bones. I don't like being cold. I like being comfortable. Don't we all? So, well, maybe that's coming in for you, Capricorn. Some comfort. Finally, maybe. For some of you, so let's... Alright, see what we got here. Sorry for the banging the cards, just... Oh, we got the world on the bottom. Yeah. Time for you to come out of a funk, maybe. You're just gonna have to, yeah, I just got clearing checkpoints. You're just gonna have to clear some checkpoints, yeah? Capricorn. So let's see what we have for January. If we can get a card for January, please. Team God. We love Jesus, too. We're not religious. We don't subscribe to any belief system. We go with our own guidance. We have a direct connection to our Creator. And we live our life according to that filter. And so we try to help others do the same as guided by the Holy Spirit. You can, some people say higher self, Ruach HaKodesh. I wonder if that's... No, okay. Oh, Six of Wands. A victorious January. So sixes are giving and receiving. Okay, something coming full circle, being completed. Oh, I just said full circle being completed, and he has a wreath in his hand, and that reminds me, not last night, I think the night before, I was in like this, just like a junk shop, like a thrift store or whatever, and putting stuff on the shelves, and I had a wreath, and I laid it down on the shelf, and the lady who, you know, the girl who was in charge of stuff, she came over and grabbed it and put it up on the wall. I'm like, oh, it doesn't go there, and she put it up. She didn't say anything. She just put it up on the wall, and there was a bunch of other wreaths there as well. So very interesting. And I'm Capricorn, so yeah, January, lots of birthdays for Capricorn. So that Six of Wands, you're gonna some kind of vindication. Something you were frustrated with and has come full circle, and you're like, oh, like some release of like, yeah, frustration. For me, it's like, you know, people not listening, being hypocrites, or, you know, just not listening, not to me, I'm just saying just to their own guidance, okay, their own inner guidance. Even if they don't consider themselves, like, you know, in love with God or anything. So, maybe that's what that's about. You listen to your own guidance, and so you're going to feel complete and whole. And just you. See, it's just, there's no other person there. It's just you. On top of the mound. And I see also just solidarity, you know, solid, but open. It's not a closed, dense, you know, like rock. That's a circle. It's a wreath. It's open. It's alive. And two, the partnership, the love, it's, you know, this is all very much heart opening, getting into your heart. Clearing out the heart chakra, blakras. Okay, when that flipped out, yeah, okay, 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Yeah, something's gonna end that you can finally, like, feel relief and walk away from, because it's like you're kind of stunned, kind of frustrated because the results, you're like, this just can't be. And then you get the results that vindicate. Okay, and then you're like, okay, good, because this is getting heavy, this 10 of Wands. But she's bearing the burden very gracefully, beautifully. She's still got her hair all coiffed and has a nice dress on and stuff. But it's a heavy load, right? But she's doing it with grace. Fortitude, grace. That's strength is beauty. I'm getting that a lot for this year coming up too. Two things coming together, like strength and beauty. Strength and vulnerability. So, yeah, that was the top card, and then 8 of Cups on the bottom. So that's just you just being able to walk away now, emotionally detached from whatever it is. You're going to be victorious, vindicated. You're going to feel heard. You're going to feel like you have your breath back. A little bit. I like it. I'm Capricorn. I like that. Yeah, it took a lot. You persevered. Just persevere a little bit longer till January. And you know, your birthday time is always, you know, your solar annual review of what you've learned and how far you've come, how much you've grown and evolved. It's all about soul's evolution so we can ascend into the higher and higher dimensions of self. So, you know, just so we can explore ourselves just like God wants us to do. Oh, okay. Alright, again, here's the Justice card. So, balance. Sun's at the bottom. 7 of Cups is on top. Yeah, so holding out a little longer, you might feel like, man, nothing's being done. I'm not here. Things don't seem like they've changed. Don't fool yourself, because, you know, our visibility spectrum, the white light, okay, there's infrared and ultraviolet that we can't see, so we're in this narrow, okay, so know that there's things outside the realm of our scope that are happening. And Sun card on the bottom, that's God right there. Very powerful heart energy, represents Leo. Ascension, God. Okay, so don't be dismayed with that 7 of Cups. It's coming, see? It's like you're checking the specs, okay? Like she's looking at the map, and like the other aspect of herself is going, hey, look, it's coming. Okay, that's like the hope. And she's like, I know. Did I miss a number here? Are my calculations off? Just get your head out of the left brain logic a little bit and just have a little bit more faith. It's coming. It's going to be healing too. Like I'm saying, victorious, but like vindicated. Like the breath, the life, your spirit coming back, soaring free. Okay, that's what the Sun card is all about. Okay, again, here's your heart being weighed. It's going to feel a lot lighter in February. After, you know, whatever happens, news comes in, or steps over to whatever culminates to come together for that vindication in January. You're gonna, like, justice will be served. In February, you're gonna feel very balanced, and that's the 2nd month, okay? In a 2-year, so that's 22. Master Builder, so that's a good, stable, balanced place to be. Lighthearted, okay? Make sure that you're lighthearted, childlike, not childish, and that your spirit is as light as a feather. Okay, a pure spirit. So yeah, a little bit of heaviness, but it's gonna be balanced out by February. Sun card. Yeah. So it might, I mean, literally be something legal too that you're victorious in. So win a court hearing or settle, whatever it is, some kind of justice being served in your favor. Because following the Six of Wands, what I was getting from that and all the, you know, top and bottom cards. So, yeah, I feel like sounds good to me. I'll take it. Balance, right? The scales of justice. And balance also, okay, being in your heart center. 3 chakras above, 3 chakras below. You're in your 4th chakra, whichever way you look at it, from top or bottom. And that's when you can be in the flow. You're healthy, you're balanced. Healthy mind, body, spirit. Because of one thing, like if your mind's distracted, it can start affecting other things, okay? Your emotional body, your physical body. So, mental body, emotional body, physical body, it's all got to be jiving together, because if one's off just a little bit, it'll, you know, if your hip or knee is bothering you, you're going to overcompensate and walk a little bit off, and then that's going to throw your back out, and then you're going to have more. So, maybe just take some time to chill and absorb, because it might be a heavy thing, you know, because that 10 of Wands was there and stuff, so emotionally having to walk away from something and detach as well. So, and that can happen when you finally are like, you know, like people have been wrongly accused and then they're released from prison. It's like they're happy, but it's like I can't say anything other than you just get filled with the Holy Spirit. I mean, every emotion you could ever feel all at once would come flooding in, I would imagine. I mean, I haven't gone to prison for years, but I would, you know, an ex-boyfriend who, yeah, right, lies and puts you in jail. It's like, yeah, it's the only time I ever was in jail was because of a bad relationship. So, being free of any control or manipulation. Some people could be getting a divorce, you know. 3 of Cups, yeah, maybe because there might have been somebody cheating. 3 Cups, you know. But this could also be you just celebrating, okay? So it could be one or the other. It could be both. You know, a lot of times when people get divorced, they feel free and liberated and vindicated, and then they just are. They have like divorce parties, right? So March, 3 of Cups. So, you know, yeah, it might take a while for you to process a little bit, because this is heavy. Even though it's going to be like good vindication, like you can exhale, you're waiting to exhale. Okay, but like February, when it finally hits you that this is a reality, you're going to be like, whoa, it's kind of maybe stun you a little bit. But it's Major Arcana, Justice card, so, you know, your angels are there to comfort you. God's there. You have any questions, you know, Brother Jesus, Melchizedek, you know, he helps you tap into the Holy Spirit, your inner power, your guidance, your psychic abilities, your manifesting power. That's what Jesus is all about. Isho. Ia Oanes. I always have to give praise and respect and recognition to my team. 3 of Cups. Okay. Heart. Mind, body, spirit. I was just saying, if one's off. Okay, so you're just take that time in February so you can make sure everything's lined up and matched up, mind, body, spirit. And then March, yeah, because look, okay, it's going to be good. I mean, it's going to be good either way. Just depends on how you perceive things and what you do with the energy. So this is the 4 of Swords. That means just put your mind at rest. Just rest your mind. It's all good. It's going to turn out in your favor. It's rest your mind. And even if it doesn't turn on it doesn't matter because God always has you. So either way, rest your mind. Yeah, Three of Wands. Looking forward to your ships coming in. This is waiting on God. This is always seeking God, waiting on God, expecting good things, the power of positive thinking. Full throttle faith. Just nothing but faith. Just like deep inner knowing, not even belief. Knowing. Alright. So yeah, you're going to get maybe some clarity, because like I said, that Seven of Cups is fogging you up emotionally and everything. So some clarity in an aspect of emotionally, mentally, or let's say emotionally or mentally, yeah. Especially emotionally. But then again, okay, if you're mentally or emotionally messed up, it messes up the other. It all kind of starts in the mind, right? So that's stinking thinking. You got to keep your thinking aligned with the highest expression of yourself and what you want for yourself, who you want to be, who you want to grow into being, the things you want to learn and know. Okay, there's 2 cards, so for April, okay, we got 2. 5 of Wands on the bottom. 10 of Wands on the top. So there's that 10 of Wands again. So yeah, it definitely was something heavy. And yeah, I've been through some heavy stuff. So it may seem scary hearing like, okay, if you're a Capricorn, but Saturn is at home in Capricorn. And so it's kind of like, it's kind of like having a brother who's always picking on you, okay? But for a few years, when somebody else is bullying you, every time they bully you, he stands up for you. Or something. So it's kind of like, it's tough, taskmaster, Saturn energy, but, you know, the timekeeper, record keeper, every little thing you've ever done, said, been, okay. But there's going to be a little bit of having your back, that energy having your back, that tough energy backing you up. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, Judgment and Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you might get a judgment in your favor that has to do with getting some money. But this is also, okay, Archangel Gabriel, the Holy Spirit, okay, brand new beginning, whatever you want to create your life to be. So when you're in your heart and you're balanced, that's when you're powerful and you can create your own reality. Manifest healing in your physical body. Call in a partner if you want to get married, have children. Travel the world, whatever it is. This is a golden seed from God, a gift from God saying, here it is. This is something good. And as long as it's good, you can make it be whatever you want it to be. But that seed won't activate if you're trying to do something less than pure. Which might be why this whole process, okay, to learn that lesson. Okay, so Judgment is here for you, Capricorn, for you to just, that's a very healing card. Okay, but it's like you can only heal if you truly, if you scrutinize and examine self. Not what, like what someone else did to me and they're a narcissist and breaking that down and why they didn't. No, it's breaking down self, figuring out self, your relationship with God, getting back to just core, root, foundation. This is very much of the earth too, okay, Pentacles. So for me, my body, healing my physical body, and that will mentally and emotionally, since that's been happening, it's been balancing out everything else. Okay, so maybe a lot of other Capricorns, whatever stress it was, that they're now going to be vindicated. They're going to feel better. Their reality is going to be better. They're going to you know, they kind of were, I felt kind of like outside my body, because awakening and all this stuff happening, it's so painful being inside your body. You kind of have to escape a little bit, you know. Like when someone's being abused or whatever, it's like molested, whatever. You hear that a lot. People just zone out, numb out, and try to just stay as still as possible, wait till it ends, whatever. Okay, so, you know, it's like, we haven't wanted to progress as far as expanding into being more creative, and all, because there was so much, like, especially for Capricorns, right? Oh, Saturn, it's such a hard, dense energy. You got to work through so much karma, and you're doing it, you know, for the collective. You put that strong healing energy, Capricorn energy, into the Akash, and everyone else can tap into it, whether they're Capricorn or not. Okay, so you do a lot of, Capricorns can be very provisionary, okay, providers. And because they're a cardinal sign, they're very much leaders and overachievers, and so it's hard to match that. And so, you know, it's lonely at the top. Capricorn can feel lonely a lot. They can feel energy vampired, okay, used, manipulated, taken advantage of, whether or not that's the other person's intent. A lot of times it stems from being so giving in such a tangible, resourceful way, because it's Capricorn's an earth sign. So this is for you, okay? Like when someone gives you a gift and like you go use it to pay bills with, no, it's for you, for your birthday, for like go get your hair done, go, you know, go buy some new shoes, go have fun, go take yourself out to eat. No, like that's why sometimes people specifically will like give you gift certificates or something. You can't just, you know, like Walmart, go buy diapers with or something. No, I'm going to give you like one for this French restaurant. You can't even go, right? So this is for you, Capricorn. This big giant golden seed of a new beginning in the physical realm. That's what I was saying, like getting outside your body when there's so much healing to do. You feel so detached from your body and who you, it's like now you're coming back into yourself and you're seeing if there's any parts that are remaining that need to go before you start on this, embark on whatever this is. But it's brand new, and whatever it is, it's going to be good because it's an ace. Big bursting energy. So that's by May. So maybe by May I'll be like really perfectly healed and past, you know. And maybe some other Capricorns have been dealing with some physical ailments or illnesses or some kind of imbalance, stress that came from somewhere else that affected the physical body. And of course, you know, Capricorn's earth sign, they're very of the physical realm, of the earth. So getting in tune with the energy of the earth to help you heal as well. Bring forth those manifesting, creative, just the flow of getting back to what you love that maybe you had to put on hold for quite some time to do this healing and process all this stuff. So May, is that January, February, March, April, May? Yeah, so by May. So April, you're like finishing up some healing of just maybe looking back at all the healing that has happened and feeling completely healed and taking a look back with some guidance, because it's major arcana. Just before you embark on this new thing, it's like looking around the hotel room when you're on vacation. After you packed everything up, you go check all the drawers and right before you leave and go turn in the key. Okay, one last final check, and then it's boom, home, homeward bound, which just means the heart, you, and whatever you want to create. It could be going somewhere, it could be staying somewhere. So up to you. So, okay. January, February, March, April, May. So let's do June. Card for June for Capricorn. See what this Ace of Pentacles is going to lead to. So June energies for Capricorn. Card for June for Capricorn. Capricorn energies for June, June energies for Capricorn. Okay. Okay. So when I started shuffling, I saw that at the bottom again. And then the Sag one I did, and I was going to say, it kind of feels like Sag energy too. Like it kind of starts like, bam, right off the bat in January, some kind of vindication, something ending, and some, just a good, clean slate. And then there's some processing and transitioning, and then towards, we'll see how the cards come out, but so that's what I was saying, like that last check of anything left that needs to go before you start this new beginning. Okay, so this is right after this Ace of Pentacles, so don't jump the gun on this new beginning. Make sure that you're not doing it from a place of lack. You're coming from a place of abundance. You're healed, you're full, you're whole. You need nothing, okay? You want for nothing. You're provided for. Okay, so this Tower, this is Major Arcana, okay? This is that zap of energy. If you think you're going to start that before doing that last final check, before you turn in the motel key, you know, when you're on vacation. And okay, so that last final check in April, when this comes in May, maybe wait a little bit till June, because maybe some information is going to come in, okay, to make sure that it starts off really stable and on the right foot. So don't jump the gun. There's no need to hurry. Okay, so even though it's going to be really good, you're going to be really excited. But yeah, in June, maybe wait till June or till after June. I don't you know, give people advice to tell them what to do. I'm just saying that Tower card. And if you do start this and some Tower, don't let whatever come in shake you up. It's a reminder to make sure that you're going in the right direction with this new beginning, okay? Right, because here's the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, which is like, you got all these skills. God just wants to make sure that you're going to utilize them properly before he gives you the green light on this, okay, this golden seed is giving you to plant and germinate and create whatever you want. And you have the skills, you've been building them through this process of healing and, you know, waking up, remembrance. Yeah, I grabbed both of them and saw the High Priestess, but the Star card's at the top. Okay, so that's remembrance. I just said remembrance and bam, High Priestess and Star card. That's Aquarius and Pisces, very spiritual, very intuitive. So yeah, that's maybe what this Tower, okay? Because it's Major Arcana, so maybe some dreams, some information, downloads. God's going to be giving you some kind of insight. Okay, so maybe wait for that. And one of the skills is that you know, the higher gifts, fruits of the Spirit, okay, Star card, High Priestess, is these higher virtues. So patience is one of those. So, and you have the skills right there. Okay, so, and confirmed by the High Priestess and Star. Star is the spirit, the visionary, Aquarius, very highly spiritual, very gifted in the spirit realm. Same with Pisces, and that's more emotional. Water, okay, Aquarius is air, more of the mind, mental. So emotionally, mentally, just be patient. There's no hurry. You got it. Okay, it's supported. So there's no need to rush anything. And I don't think you will, because of that Eight of Pentacles and High Priestess and Star. It was like, yeah, you got the higher virtues to get through it and be patient. You got the skills to maintain your energies through maybe having to just sit on an idea. That doesn't mean you can visualize. Star card, visualize. Be the visionary. Make storyboards. You know, vision boards, whatever. Plan it out. Draw things to, you know, research the thing. You don't have to, and it's good. Maybe during this time, do some research on the thing that you want to start. Like maybe you want to start a new business. Okay, research it maybe for a month. Take that month. After you get the go-ahead, maybe you got some resources, some capital came in, or whatever happened that's opening up this opportunity for you. Just sit on it for a little bit, do a little bit of research on where you want to go with it, how you want to utilize those resources so that you invest wisely. Because it's all energy. You just want to invest your energies wisely, and you don't want to waste all this work that you did to get to this good place. So when we arrive at a good place, make sure we're still communicating with Spirit, because we can't do anything without God's help. We have to make sure that, you know, we can't be like, oh, I'm good, I'm healthy now, I have money, I have this, I have that, I don't need to pray anymore. Well, now's the time to start testifying, helping others, giving back. You know, maybe... You know, I was in very much of a place of need, and now things are looking up. So this next year, I really feel like just energetically, it doesn't have to be like starting a business with someone, but just partnering up, sharing in the good energy, keeping the vibes high. If you see a need somewhere, have the compassion to just do what's necessary. Oh, that's a Ten of Pentacles, baby. Oh! You know, in a lot of personal readings I've been doing for myself, I've been getting a lot of Pentacles, especially Ten of Pentacles, and like matched up with Ten of Cups, or like 9 and 10 of Pentacles. So, you know, Capricorn, they don't like not having resources, you know, being an earth sign and stuff. We like nice stuff, not that, you know, that we pay a lot of money for it. We like to be thrifty, but, you know, if there's anything that has been lacking in the financial department for a Capricorn, it can be rough, because we're independent. We don't like to have to ask for help, you know. So that's maybe some of us have had to be humbled in that way. I know I have, thinking I can do it all on my own, and then God's like, oh really? Try it now. You can't even maintain your own body on your own. You need my help for everything. Your breath, okay? Just, it's voluntary when we're awake, and then when we're asleep, it's involuntary. So the breath is something that's just magical and miraculous, and it's God. So this Ten of Pentacles, you got the Ace, and the 10. So, so July, maybe you'll be able to, and this could be legacy too. So, you know, like if you do this time that you're going to take, okay, you get the resources come in, you're going to take some time to gather some more information, research it a little more. And then that way it can be something that you can pass on to your future offspring, generations, or help other people out. So just extending it and paying it forward. Okay, so it's going to do more than just help you. You're going to figure out a way to utilize this in a way that's going to, first, you know, you make sure it's God, self, and okay, but it's going to expand and spread out in a partnership. So we're looking for another to share in whatever it is, the glory of whatever it is, love, abundance, and money. Okay, so we're coming out of this lack mentality of getting independent from a 1 year, okay, into a 2 year where we're now ready to reciprocate, give, receive, give back a little bit more, get outside the self. But it was necessary, okay, 1 year to get lined up with God and get back to who you are. That energy of this year, 2017, that's what that was all about. Oh, look, didn't I just say the 9 of Pentacles, 9 and 10? All of a sudden, okay, there's the 9. Okay, the 10 just came out. We have the Ace. Everything's in order. Grace, grace, grace. What's that? A star card again. Okay, so visualizing what you want during that time is very important, and coming from a higher perspective of the spirit. Okay, so it might, you know, definitely is going to be coming from higher aspects, because when we're partnering up, looking outside ourselves, cooperating, that's very much the energy of God. God loves partnerships, union, love, togetherness, family, cooperation. Okay, not codependency. Not, that's why the 1 year energy was getting back to wholeness with self, connecting back with source. Now it's, okay, the energy of the 2. Now that you've aligned with that, now you're going to align with others who have aligned with that and partner up with them. Okay, and it could be, you know, in many different ways, but physically, tangibly in your life. Okay, 9, 10, and Ace of Pentacles. All right, yeah, just like I said, I kept seeing those a lot. All those 3 cards, in a lot of readings, all 3 would show up. So for personal ones for myself. And I'm Capricorn. So July is when it's going to start. You got the green light to start that flow. Being a participant, a volunteer in the flow. So you're going to feel much more a part of that flow now. Feel like you've been resurrected and brought back to life, maybe. I know it's true for me, so... yeah, and being very limited. And maybe physically sick, being limited, and so you really didn't need that much money. But now God sees, okay, you're healthy, you're doing the thing, and so now you're going to have more resources, and it just makes sense. Things are balanced. Okay, God never misses crossing a T or dotting an I. He has perfect punctuation. And I say he, but mother, we come from the divine womb first. And people who have only seen this video and no other videos of my 600 million whatever fit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so because people can do that sometimes, correct you on a pronoun, and it's like, oh man, have you watched one other video of mine? Please don't do this to me. No. Yeah, we're coming out of victim mentality. We're strong one. Now we're so strong that we're aligning, partnering up with others who are like that. So, and it's going to be a deeper, more spiritual connection that we're bringing back down into the earth. A lot of us have had to do a lot of healing, leaving a lot of, cutting people out of our lives, going into solitude, and just God working through us, you know. Being celibate, giving up eating meat, giving up me, you know, transcending the self. But it you know, it's hard to not be selfish when you're sick and you don't have resources, you know. But once we get out of that, we got to lose all the attitude and behavior and everything that goes along with it, because it's not necessary. It served its purpose. It was necessary. We needed help, or whatever. We had to purge things out and complain, and it's, you know, it's part of the process. But we're moving into a new level, a new phase of the process. So here we go. What did we end up on down here? 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Cups. Yeah, so just Capricorns can tend to be kind of serious, so don't let any doubt or dismay, because it might seem like there's some momentum, but then it slows down, and then there's some momentum, and then it slows down. They're just checkpoints along the way before you go to the next step. Remember, it's guidance. It's not the universe being obstinate and God trying to impede you. Okay, they're the ones assisting. Okay, they know more. The angels, God's helpers, they see it from a higher perspective, so we have to trust in that. Yeah, so, you know, Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling alone. But you're never alone. God's always with you, okay? So don't doubt that. Five of Pentacles, like, no resources, feeling left out, feeling shunned. No, you're not alone. That's a lie. Seven of Cups, it's like not seeing things clearly, okay? Because look, here's the Strength card. So be strong. Exactly. Be strong through those times. This is the time to use those skills, that all the skill building that you did through the healing. Okay, and this is Leo again. Remember the Sun card. That Sun rules Leo, and here's Strength, which represents Leo. So again, and Leo is all about the heart. So anytime any doubt comes in, remember that's of the mind. Get into your heart, and that's your center. That's your balance. That's your that's the space reserved for God, okay? Like the Star of David, that represents the heart chakra. That hexagon in the center is always empty, because that's the space you reserve for God. Nothing else fills that space. Only God can. So be strong in knowing, get into your heart. Lion of God, El León, okay? Tap into the power of the heart. Okay, remember to love yourself in those moments. And if you have doubt, just don't be like, oh man, I worked so hard and then I let myself doubt. Don't beat yourself up about it either, okay? But it's about being more and more and more aware of our thoughts, our actions, our feelings, how we're interacting with the earth, okay? We're being grown-ups and being more responsible. Capricorn, you know all about that. Cardinal sign, independent, strong, strong-willed, okay? Get her done. But everyone's being asked to tune into their heart, okay? Because we've been more in our whatever, our energy, independent. Okay, so whatever sign you are, we were really focusing on self, right? Getting healed. Now it's like, now we got to get into our heart. All signs are being, it's like heart alert, all signs, right? All points, bullets, whatever, however that the megaphone shouts it out. Okay, so Strength, okay? Now, not strength by force, strength through the will of the heart, okay? Through love. That's how we move mountains. That's how we get stuff done. That's why the lion is the strongest. It's referred to in the Bible like the Lion of God, Lion of God, Lion of God, Lion of God, right? Just talk to God. You are. People think we're so far removed, like it's like taking a trip to China. No, God's a lot closer than China. So, instant. He's right there. Always has a telephone line connected to everyone, and he's got the receiver to his ear all the time. You just pick it up and he's like, hello, what's your question? Yep, I'm right here. All right. And whenever you need that comfort of just, Mother's always there to sustain you, to nourish you. You know, God, Father God's got the information, got the light codes that activate you, keep you strong, keep you going, give you the information, the truth, the light, the dreams, the inspiration. Okay. Mother's there to comfort you. Rest, my child, right? Just the masculine, feminine, the Mother, Father, God, the divine womb, divine mother of the cosmos from which we all come. And that's the magnetic. And the light bursts forth out of her. And that's the electric, masculine, the positive. Okay, And it's coming back together. It's the yin-yang. Now it's that balance. And we create that third energy, and that's manifesting. Now we have 3 cards here, so let's just see. So 2 of Pentacles, the Moon, King of Wands. 2 of Pentacles with the Moon, King of Wands. You know, you could be getting some messages from your intuition, from dreams, about someone you're going to partner up with. That could be an earth sign because it's 2 of Pentacles, but there's the King of Wands here. Okay, so someone who's mature but very passionate. Got that fire, on fire for God, for truth, for love, for creation, initiation, get things started, right? Capricorn's all about get her done. King of Wands is all about get it started. So that's that electric father I was talking about, Rab Joom. And so being agile and adaptable and acclimating to the new you. Okay, the moon, the womb. That's so funny how I got the King of Wands and the moon. And I was just talking about Divine Mother and Father God, and he shot forth out of her. And okay, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, and they come together on the earth. This is our partnership card as well. 2 of Pentacles, tangible partnership, like 2 physical bodies in partnership together. And it could be in business together. But again, tapped in with higher aspects. What, you know, I always think of like, man, when people get into business, if they think of like, oh, I'm going to start a bar. I mean, is it because you like alcohol a lot, or like you're making money off cirrhosis? I don't know. I don't understand. And people drive home from your bar and they've been drinking. I mean, some people got to get cut off because they let people come in there every day. I mean, I don't understand how some people can sleep at night. We're gonna start businesses that are spiritually inspired. Okay, they're inspired. We'll just say inspired businesses. You know, it's just like people, well, you know, I gotta pay the bills, I gotta, just like, you know, in the military, okay? But the reality of the fact of the situation is that it equals people dead, okay? So, well, it's not my problem, they have a, no, it is not, we're not gonna have that excuse anymore. Year 2, partnership, we're not gonna have that excuse anymore. Especially with Saturn and Capricorn. No more excuses, and it's going to be there for 3 years. So you're going to have to, people are going to get tired of your excuses after 3 years. And they're going to be like nipped in the bud with this energy of Saturn in Capricorn, its home planet, so home sign. Home skillet. But, you know, the way the moon is here, okay, Archangel Gabriel represents the sacral chakra. The way the moon is right there is representative of the sacral chakra. And Archangel Gabriel, okay, judgment card was right there. That represents the reproductive, okay. The sacral is also the reproductive. It's the God, the deity, sacred, sacral, okay. That's when you tap into your divinity. And then you move up to your manifesting, your manipura, okay, that fire that bursts forth from when you tap into who you are, where you come from, the womb, the sacred, the sacral, your breath. So it's very balancing to know who you are and where you come from, because then you know where you're headed. And lessening that confusion really brings forth a lot of balance. So the 2 of Pentacles, and then two of Swords on the bottom. So it's always a choice. Everything's a choice. It's up to you. We can't say circumstances or whatever anymore, or it's not. Everything's a choice. Just like what I was saying about someone owning a bar. They're selling cirrhosis. They're selling, drunk driving, hitting, You can say, well, those people are, yeah, but if, you know what I'm saying? They make it a lot easier, and they have these businesses because they know they can make a lot of money off it because there's a lot of sick people out there who are addicted. Okay? It's just like a drug dealer. You have a bar, but like yet someone selling crack on the corner, it's the same thing to me. Honey boo-boos. We're not going to be able to say this is this and that's that anymore. No, it's either it helps or it hurts, and that's it. There's no going to be wishy-washy, lukewarm, middle ground. It helps or it hurts. Okay? And those are the only two boxes that are going to, and it goes in one or the other, or it gets chucked and destroyed. And all the stuff that goes in the hurts box, those all get very precisely collected by God and done away with as well. But like it says in the Bible, when you're lukewarm, you really get spit out. Okay, because that's knowing God and then still rebelling and just being lazy about being obedient. And we're not religious over here, so we're... I didn't look at what the top card was. So that Two of Swords just was like, yeah, no more wishy-washy. People, we need to make a decision, okay? So it wasn't meant to be. Usually I look at the bottom and the top, but for whatever reason, I didn't. Maybe because there's already 3 cards right there. So, okay, so now there's 2. Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands. Yeah, you need to make a decision about what does this struggle mean to you? How is it going to benefit you? And 5s are big change, but it's struggle. Yeah, but it's opportunity for growth. Obstacles, but it's opportunities for growth. And Queen of Swords, she's the most spiritual one in the deck. She knows how to use her logic, but she's feminine, so it's water, but it's also the ether, the air, the truth, that sword. So yeah, it's fun. And I was kind of getting like worked up. I saw the Two of Swords. I'm like, all right, make a decision already. Someone needs to make a decision. And then it's like Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands. Yeah, because it's struggle. Struggling with the decision, or it's struggle waiting on someone to make a decision. So don't struggle through it. Okay, see, 10 of Wands again, heavy, and High Priestess. Yeah, so maybe because it's a spiritually charged situation, it's a spiritual decision. And it could be with, partnering up with this King of Wands, like, starting a life with someone. Okay. You really got to check where you are spiritually. Because there's not going to be any more of that either. Like just being with someone for ego and lack, and just because society says you need to find a man or a woman, or this is all going to be divinely guided. Because God loves partnerships. God's in charge of everything anyway. So, I think God's really going to be bringing a lot of people together. Now, the energy of the 2 is going to be supported by the cosmos, by the universe. God's bringing in the energy of the 2. So this is a year he wants to see people cooperating. Mother and father, they want to see all their children getting along, loving each other. We're all on the same team, okay? It's these evil ones that like pitted us against each other. That's why they create the police and the government, to divide the people, to have them against each other, to create hierarchy, to create differences when there is none. There's only what helps and what hurts. 8 of Wands, messages coming in, Death card, okay. Messages that are going to be liberating, renewing, Phoenix rising up from the ashes, being born again, strong. Could be messages of love that makes you feel like a child again, born brand new, like a teenager again. So we have, okay, so this Seven of Cups wanting to come out again. Yeah, and you know, Capricorn, we're so like, we want to be so logical, steady, make good decisions, that sometimes when we think too much, it can just become oppressive, and then we can start, everything becomes convoluted and distorted, and you know, it's time. I think it's time for a lot more Capricorns to just explore the body more, get more into the body, more into nature, more into the physical energy of the body. So exercising, eating differently, whatever, getting out of the mind a little bit, even though in the northern, you know, I'm in Northern California, we're going into winter right here, but do your little indoor routine. Do, you know, random fastings just to keep your body pure. So if you're keeping your body pure, that'll help with the feelings, with the thoughts. Okay, it's all, so being more healthy and pure in the body is going to help the thoughts and emotions be more healthy and pure. It's all connected. And so vice versa. If we're having bad thoughts or feelings and one's going to affect the other, it usually starts with a thought, but you know, because if we're truly thinking, consciously thinking, we're not going to be eating unhealthy. We're not going to be doing these unhealthy things and obsessing and okay, so Ten of Swords and Seven of Cups. It might maybe creeping in here at the end of the year a little bit, some doubt. Maybe perhaps about this person. But remember, there's compromise and sacrifice in partnerships. You don't have to sacrifice who you are, but you do have to sacrifice and surrender the ego. And that's harder, right? Because it's like, even being codependent, you think you're sacrificing yourself, but really you're being an ego. Narcissist or codependent, it's still ego. It's still imbalance. It's polarized. It's not balanced center in your heart. Okay, so it's either in your heart, which is right and helps, or it's outside of your heart and it's wrong and it hurts. So don't be fearful that doubt will creep in either. Just let it come in, process it, let it go out. Don't get stuck on it. Keep it moving. We like to keep it moving. Eight of Wands keeps it moving. Okay, that's on the bottom. And Death card on the top. So you have the you know, the Temperance, the Death card, the fire, right? So rising up through the ashes, you have that strength. Okay, the power of thoughts, though, they are very powerful. Okay, they can cause illness, stress, imbalance. So make sure you're monitoring your thoughts, Capricorn, but not too much to the point where you start thinking about scenarios that could possibly, you know, hypotheticals, right? Be right here, right now with it. Yeah. So October, November, be careful of those thoughts that might be creeping in as you're going into the winter again. Okay, so but that's natural, you know, that's why the Death card will start coming up a lot around this time of year, because we're going through that cycle. Okay, now it's into the more of the feminine, the underground action is taking place in the root systems of everything, right? Even though apparently above ground it looks dead, but it's not. Right? There's a lot of stuff happening in the core and underground. So just like you may not see things in your physical reality, but that doesn't mean they're not in the process of taking place. There's things, it's a process, right? So you need to remember that. You are a process. The process of you, which is what this whole thing is about, right? Your journey. Back to self, back to God. Knowing who you are, where you came from, that way we know where we're going. We don't feel lost and confused anymore. So that's what this 1 year, this 2017 year was all about. Now we're ready to fly, birdie. Outside the nest. Get outside the nest and fly, birdie. Flap those wings. Right? We've been sitting here for a year observing, watching other people, doing all our research, learning as much as we can, getting ready, getting strong, getting big enough, and now it's time. Now it's time to just put our skills into action now. Going out in the field and actually doing the work now. We're getting out of the classroom and we're headed out into the field. So let's see what we have for December. Oh, Four of Wands. Okay, excellent way to end it. So you might have a little doubt October, November, but it's reassured. And it could, this King of Wands, okay, and that's right after Strength. It could be a Leo, or an important aspect in their chart is Leo, because it ends with Four of Wands, which is happy home, solid foundation, building a family, okay, divinely guided, okay. God loves partnerships. And this came up for Sagittarius too. I forget which, I think where the Strength card was. So, yeah, so January, Six of Wands, February, Justice card, March, Three of Cups, April, Judgment, May, Ace of Pentacles, June, the Tower. July, Ten of Pentacles. August, Strength, which is interesting because that's Leo time. September was the Moon, Two of Pentacles, and King of Wands. October, Five of Wands, Queen of Swords. November, Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords. December, Four of Wands, happy home. Right in the nick of time. Right at the deadline, Capricorn. Just like you, right? We do well under pressure. Under pressure. So, I hope that helped you guys and gave you a little preview and just, you know, heads up, what to look out for, what to look forward to. Give you some encouragement, faith in the process, faith in God, faith in self. Oh, and we ended with the Page of Swords, so a new way of thinking, you know. Maybe when that doubt comes in, you're going to realize, boom, in December with that Four of Wands, that you never needed to doubt that, so that's going to give you more confidence in the future when that creeps in. You're going to know, just like what I was saying, this is Page of Swords, like Gemini energy. The twins, what helps, what hurts. They're very discernment, black, white, okay, very discerning. So you're going to see yourself in December, look back a little bit to October, November, and be like, I had no reason to worry, right? And so in the future when that happens, you'll be able to have that confidence and not worry. All right, so I love you guys. Peace and blessings, Cappies.